Alright folks, welcome back to Hates O Games. And our blooper team were kind enough to give me a key to showcase some Cronos New Dawn on the channel. And I suppose befitting of Halloween, it's a perfect time for me to play this. What I'm going to do is I've got the PC version. I do want to show my settings because again, I find a lot of people are always interested in the settings I'm using for low to barely mid-ranged PC that I have, which is an RX 5700 AMD 3600X CPU quad core and about 16 gig of RAM. And again, that's probably considered mid to low end spec. But I'm happy to say this runs quite well. Given the fact is I am using a resolution of 1980 by 1020. I know it states borderless, but my desktop resolution is 1920 by 1080. So I'm using 1080p, borderless setting. And I suppose to get the best performance I found, I'm using super sampling, which is FSR 3.1. And I have that set to performance. And my overall quality set is medium. And I'm getting really stable performance mixed with a nice visual design. Nothing too low. The game looks really well, in fairness. It is recommended to use a controller to play this game on PC. I have not played with keyboard and mouse, and again, you get a prompt before you start the game to use a controller, so that's fine with me. I'm going to continue on from where I was, and as I said, performs relatively well given the spec that I have. This game is maybe to explain, it's a bit of a blend between Dead Space and maybe RE4, if that makes sense. And I think the experience from the blooper team shows in spades here, in particular around everything they've done recently with Silent Hill 2 Remake. If you're familiar with the control scheme of Silent Hill 2 Remake, you will be at home with this, albeit there is plenty of new mechanics here. So I definitely wouldn't say it's a lift or a clone of Silent Hill. It's very much its own thing. And as I said, game looks pretty beautiful. We're going to go this way. It's very unsettling atmosphere in the game to note, and hopefully I'll be able to get some into combat real quick, in particular around the enemy design. So something similar or akin to Dead Space, although there's a really cool mechanic for the enemies in particular. You've also got a stomp mechanic, something similar to Dead Space if you're familiar, and you can also use RB to punch. So those mechanics do feel like they have been influenced directly from the Dead Space, in particular if anyone has played the remake recently. So yeah, we're going to move this out of the way, folks. I'm going to push this forward. So as I said, I will detail how the, I suppose, enemy design and combat works once we get into some. And I have a feeling something is going to jump out on me here. Motherfucker. So these guys here, so basically that's a dead enemy at the moment. But enemies can essentially merge with other enemies and make themselves stronger. Now I'm charging up shots here as well, but you can take pot shots as well. Now, recommendation here is you're going to burn this guy, because like something is similar to Resident Evil 1 remake, if you recall, or and back in the GameCube and or the re-releases on PS4 and Xbox One, you have to actually burn the zombies or they become crimson zombies, if you can recall. So I actually like this mechanic. So basically, if you don't dispose of those bodies, they can essentially merge. Now you have a limited amount of burn fuel, I suppose, so I can't do anything right now because I don't have any more. Definitely gonna have a feeling those guys are gonna get scooped up by a bad guy soon. Oh, this place looks fucking grim. Ooh! I didn't even see the guy in the ground there. Yeah, so burn those bodies, baby. Now, you got to be, the resources are limited. The other thing as well here as well, there is no difficulty select in this game. It starts you off on the hardcore difficulty, from my understanding, straight off the bat. So just bear in mind that this game, you need to spare your resources. It is not all about killing all the enemies. It's about surviving. Maybe what I would say is, if you're comparing it to Dead Space, if some people find there's a lot of resources in Dead Space, I found that it's a little bit much more limited in this. Now you see this guy, if I don't take this guy out quick, he's gonna pick up that other dude. He was actually going towards him to try and merge with him. There's another fucker here somewhere. Okay. Oh, it's after happening. Yeah, he's after getting bigger and badder. He's doing it again. Fuck off. I'm just not going to hang around here now because there's dudes coming out everywhere. Okay, the door opened. But as you can see, they were growing and multiplying. And again, the more dudes they pick up, the stronger they get. So yeah, I really like this system. And it definitely makes you reevaluate your threats and who you should be taking out first. And also doing your best to try and burn the enemies on the ground. So basically, to manipulate the environment, and actually, you need to do, hold LT and then you press RB. And there actually could be multiples of these as well, so I can move this way. Now, I'm probably gonna have to move this again to get across. As you can see, like that. And now we can actually get in here. So again, an interesting mechanic for traversal, although albeit it's pretty linear in its design overall. Some cool world building as well, so little notes dotted around the world, and voice comms as well, which I really like for folks who are invested in the story. It's voiced by a female actor as well, and some quite mysterious in design. Even her whole suit, I suppose, as well, is pretty cool. Definitely, again, taking some influences, I think, from Dead Space for sure. We drop down here. And I need to find the other one, see it over here. Let's do that now. And some bad motherfuckers here. Oh. Three shots to the head, charged up. So yeah, with the pistol, you can rapid fire. Oh, and this fucker's trying to get big. He was trying to merge with the other guy. Sorry, I was trying to say you can rapid fire with the pistol, or you can charge your shots. I don't have any fuel to burn those motherfuckers. Let's just keep moving forward. Oh, no, I got energy. I thought I got some fuel there. Let's keep going this way. Ooh! Look at this fucker. He picked up some pace there. So yeah, dark, oppressive atmosphere in the game as well, for sure. And there's the thingy there. Up we go. Pretty cool environmental effects there. Again, the idea really about this game. Ooh, I'm after just skipping through that. Probably a little hint towards something. Really, as I said, a blend of Dead Space and RE4 without, I suppose, I find limited resources, so you can't go around killing everything all the time. Like RE4, I suppose, and even like Dead Space. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Your I suppose your chassis, as you start out first, you're pretty low on health. You can only take a couple of hits before you die, but everything can be upgraded in an upgrade system. We'll keep moving forward here, grabbing anything we can on the way. If you need to find where you need to go as well, you can click in the analog like so, and it gives you a rough indicator of where you need to move next. I should be able to actually, there's boxes also as well that you can stomp and punch to get ammo and resources. I think I mentioned this earlier, but RB lets you punch and RT lets you stomp. Again, mechanics very, very similar or akin to Dead Space if you're familiar with those. Nice. I'm going to be able to actually show folks the upgrade system here. It's got some torch fuel there. Going to save here. So it's save system, and this is the upgrade system, and you can also buy and sell stuff. I'm not going to sell anything at the moment. You can upgrade your flamethrower. I don't have any cores, so I need cores and energy basically to complete upgrades. Let me just see if there's a... That's just health. And you've got a storage box as well, so an item box. Again, I've limited inventory right now, but I can upgrade my inventory as I continue forward. But yeah, look, a quick showcase of Cronos, the New Dawn. I'm enjoying this thus far. Perfect time to actually play something like this, given it's Halloween. And I do feel that the Blooper team are learning and getting better. Because I had played Silent Hill 2 remake last year. I enjoyed that remake, although I felt the gameplay could have been expanded on a bit more, and it feels like this is their attempt at doing that right here. Anyway, folks, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. Drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.